Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my first impressions and thoughts on the brand new to me Stihl BGA 57 leaf blower. Now, I previously had the 56 and used it an absolute ton. It was my go-to blower for my gardening business, but sadly it died, so I had to get a new replacement. The 57 was the obvious choice. Now, initially I thought the changes were really just cosmetic. Having looked into it a little bit more, they've actually changed a few things that have increased the power and made a few other changes which I'll talk through in this video, as well as sharing my thoughts on it so far. So the most notable thing that they've done is actually increase the power. Now, it's not a huge increase in power, but it is noticeable. I've been using this for a little while before I checked the stats on it, and it felt more powerful. It felt like it had that little bit more punch. And then I looked into the stats and realized that the power had been increased a little bit. The CFM rating has gone up from 353 to 362. The airflow has gone up from 54 to 55, and the max airflow has gone up from 600 to 620. So not a huge change, but as I say, anecdotally, I felt like I noticed the difference. Any increase in power when it comes to a blower is always useful. And as I say, this one seems small, but it is noticeable. In terms of other stats on the machine, I'll flash a lot of them on screen for you. The weight has increased a little bit from 2.1 to 2.3 kilos. Still feels wonderfully light in the hand. The vibration figures are pretty much identical. They've also managed to keep the runtime figures pretty much the same as well, even though they've increased that power a little bit. You've got about 10 minutes on the AK10 battery, going up to about 30 minutes on the AK30 batteries, fairly similar to the 56. But I mean, I've used this with two batteries and it's my main blower every day at work, and it's absolutely fine, just tidying up after mowing and small little bits of leaf blowing, absolutely fine. It is a domestic machine, so even with the AK10 battery, it's perfect just to tidying up small garden or your patio or anything like that. It's absolutely fine for that. Plenty of runtime. They've also kept it at a really good price point, so this still costs about £110 and about £200 with the battery, which is a really nice price point. Super cheap, but as I say, it's perfect for that domestic market or sort of a second blower. One of the points that I mentioned in my 56 video that I found annoying was it was quite unstable when you put it on the floor. They seem to have addressed that by increasing the width of the bottom here, so it's a bit more stable and so it doesn't fall on the floor. It was only a small thing, but it was annoying me with a previous model. So it's nice that they've changed that. Maybe they watched the video and saw that and thought, I need to change that, but if they did, you're welcome. Otherwise, it's pretty much identical. The bodywork changes bring it more in line with their other blowers, with the battery sort of projected over the back, leaving a cutout for the fan here. Whether those changes have increased the power, I'm not sure. Whether they've tweaked the electronics, I'm not 100% sure, but either way, they've managed to squeeze a little bit more out of it, keeping the same sort of runtime, which is good. The only change that they've made, which I don't like, is they've introduced a safety trigger to this. So now it is a two-stage trigger. So we've got the push here and then the dead man handle style. I'm going to sound like a broken record. I do not like these two-stage, three-stage triggers. They annoy me. They're an added faff, and for something a tool like this, you just don't need it. Yeah, enough said. Otherwise, first impressions are really good. It feels a worthy replacement to the 56, which I really did like. They've addressed some of those issues that were annoying me and needed improvement. Giving that extra power was always a good thing. So far, so good with this one. Hopefully, it will last for years like the other one did. Now, of course, I will do a full review of this later on in the year once I've used it that little bit more. So if you're interested in that, do consider subscribing and hitting that like button for more videos like this. And of course, there will be a link to it in the description. And if you have any questions about it, do drop them in the comment section and I'll get back to you. And that just leaves me to say thanks again for watching. Bye for now.